Hello, my name is Robert Luke Noble Jr. I will be the next president of the United States. I have as good of a chance as becoming the next president as Donald Trump does beating Tiger Woods on the golf course. Even if Tiger Woods is only hitting 65-yard shots right now due to his fourth back surgery. However, I'm very confident that if one masters the skills that I will be presenting here shortly, that you will be dominating your local Toastmasters group in no time. There are three simple yet timeless principles. Organize your thoughts, transitions, and coherence. Once learned, applied, and practiced, you will speak in like a president in no time. By a show of hands, how many of you would like simple? Me too. I'm excited to be here. Let's dive in. So the first part we're going to cover here is organizing your thoughts. No matter if you're giving a long talk or a short talk, you want to make sure and keep your focal points to 3 to 4 topics max. No matter if it's a longer talk, you just add more. If it's just shorter, you shorten it up, but don't change up that method. It's simple, and 3 to 4 will be more than sufficient. Now, when it comes to the actual structure style, there's a multitude of things that you can do. You can do problem, cause, solution, compare, contrast, summary, or you can just simply focus on 3 different points and just drive those points home individually. On January 7th, 2017, Michelle Obama gave her last speech from the White House. She spoke about her passion for education in this country and the hope for Americans to reach their dreams. With some challenging work in education, I've referenced this talk because she used the point technique, and it was actually quite nice because it was easy to follow. She would drive home a point and then she would kind of back it up in that process. Now, when she went from the topic of the different points, going from one to another, she did a really good job of transitioning, which brings me to the second point, which is transitions. So I'll give you an example of what she did in her actual transition from one point to another. Now, I want to back up for a moment. A transition is going to be where we're linking one idea to another. So let's keep it as one paragraph to another is going to be linked together. So an example of a transition she did was this. These men and women show them that those kids matter, that they have something to offer, that no matter where they're from or how much their parents have, no matter what they look like or who they love or how they worship or what language they speak, they have a place in this country. Now, to give you a little bit of context, she was talking in the beginning about the counselors and the education they provide and the value that these educators have, or these counselors that they provide. But then also, then the next point that she brought in was talking about how living in America, you can have the American dream, that just a little bit of hard work and education you can achieve. And she uses her and Barack's personal story of their dream in America and achieving that. So a good transition is always going to come down to going from one idea to another. Now, within those transitions, you could actually use what they call coherence techniques, where you're actually linking sentences together. And some really good examples of what you can do for that would be also in the talk where she said, and finally, I want to recognize all who are here in this audience. So that was an example of a time connector. Now, there are 4 different types of coherence techniques that can be used to link sentences together. That's time connectors, contrast connectors, similarity connectors, and cause and effect connectors. And in the handout that I'm going to provide with you guys, I'm going to give you some actual detailed words and phrases that can be used within those techniques to be able to provide some coherence within linking your sentences together. Now, today we've learned 3 simple principles: organization, transition, and coherence. Although simple, don't underestimate the power of these skills mastered over time. Who out there has a deep down burning desire to make a positive effect on the stages locally, regionally, and for some who achieve peak performance globally? Imagine wrapping up your speech to a massive crowd in an arena in front of thousands, and the applause is deafening. You smile and wave, knowing that it was 3 simple principles that got you there. Now go out there, make a difference in someone's life, because you presented like a president. Thank you, and God bless America.